ever opened your door or arrived at your doorstep to find a present? If so, perhaps you've been the recipient of a pop-by. About pop-bys. A pop-by. A pop-by is a marketing tool some realtors and other professionals use to keep in the forefront of their clients' minds. It is February 2021, and this is this month's pop-by basket. This is a short month for me. I could not find enough items, quantities of each item to fill the baskets. I normally try to make 100 pop-by baskets, but this month it was 65 and I've been out of state for 10 days. So they cut out a lot of the outlying areas, which is unfortunate, but sometimes I just can't do them all. And that's okay. I'm working on things being okay. So what's in here? Let's see. There is bath bombs, a bath sponge, a little bag of Hershey chocolates, this little decor sign, a cup, and the traditional little box of chocolates. I figure out what to put in these by just going to the store and looking around, and I'll find things that just kind of speak to me. What I've learned too is when you find the items you think you want to use, you need to buy them right away, because if you don't, you'll end up getting 40 or 50 of something when you needed 70 or 80. Now, typically every month or every cycle when I do one, I do up to 100 baskets. 70 to 85, it depends. Every month it grows and grows and grows. Every time there's a closing, somebody gets added to the list. But normally I think there's about 75 clients on there, and then I like to carry around several extras in my car and give them out as gifts to people I encounter. A lot of the items from these do come from the Dollar Tree, and the cashiers there have gotten to know me over the last couple of years, so I will bring one to them sometimes. I also like to give them to the baristas at the coffee booth, because I go there a few times too many. Even a gas station attendant or just somebody that you encounter. I was out doing photos for banks one day, and the people that owned the house came out and asked me what was going on, and I told them I was there for the bank for their refinance, and they were just really nice, and I was like, hey, I have one of these extra baskets, would you like one? And they did. They loved it. So the idea again is just to keep your name in front of your clients so that they remember you when they do need you, because in my job career, people don't need us very often. Maybe every 5 to 7 years somebody will need a realtor, so in that time they can easily forget my name. This is just a way to remind them of my name and that I'm still here and eager to help them. This month was very challenging because the things that I was buying were apparently very, very popular. And when I first started out, I found these really cute signs, and I was there the day they unboxed these, and yet I still only got 36 because a lot of the stores didn't have them. I think I got everything that they did have, but yeah, some just didn't have them. So I have 36 of these bars that I have really nothing to do with. So I'll save them. Maybe I'll paint them, repurpose them. Maybe I'll work them into some other project. I don't know. But if you're going to do a pop by and you find some items you like, yes, it's great if you can order them in bulk online. But these, for example, came in a box of, well, I think it was 24. But what was weird was there were 4 different patterns, and each box only had 7 of these, so I'm not sure exactly how it got split up. But anyway, the point being that in order to get these in case quantities, you can't pick which design you want. You're going to end up getting a box of 24 of 4 different patterns, and then 3/4 of them you very well may not want. So that's why I end up driving around to all the stores in town trying to source enough quantity of each item to fill my baskets. This month was really, really challenging compared to normal. These little signs that I got from Dollar General, which by the way, they were only $1, which is so cool. I think I got 38 of them, maybe 37, I don't know. They're very popular. This whole truck decor theme is all the rage, I guess. So I couldn't get enough of those, so I ended up having an alternate plan, which was these little wood ones. And I don't like them as well as the metal ones. They're smaller, they're not as impactful. I don't know, let me know what you think, but I like this one better. I also did not plan on doing these sponges, and then I kept looking at them and kept looking at them, and finally I was like, oh, maybe people have kids that are really cute. I don't know. So some of the baskets, where's one for an example? This is one, but it's missing something else. Oh boy, I've been taking these apart. But this one won't have a sponge in it because I couldn't get enough. I went all around town and couldn't find them. So when I find things, I buy them. And then, you know what, sometimes I even have enough of something, but then I start putting the basket together and I feel like it doesn't work. One example is I have a couple hundred of these, not the whole package, but a couple hundred individual picks. And they're just too glittery. They just didn't work. So I've got, you know, I don't know, 20 packages of these, and I'll use them. I have a tote for extra Valentine's Day stuff. I'll just put it in there. There's a couple totes in a room over there in the basement for leftover Christmas stuff. I also had planned on tying these little grapevine hearts. Huh, look at that. See, peekaboo. Tying these around the outside of the basket with this red truck ribbon. Again, it didn't feel right. I think maybe it was just, I don't know, it was maybe just too busy. Yeah. So I have 13, 14, 15 rolls of this I'm not going to use. I have about 100 of these, but again, it'll just go in the leftover Valentine's Day box and I'll use it one day. Also, things that happen, I had this basket really well planned out, and then the bath bombs showed up, and they were so cute. So I ended up running back around and getting all the bath bombs. And then, as I was saying, I wasn't going to do the sponge, and I did the sponge. So that was another one I added on later. And what always happens is I have the baskets pretty much where I want them. I've got everything sorted out in totes on the counter over there where I can show you sometime where I assemble them all. And then I'll find something like this. And I'll think to myself, well, you know, I'm only doing maybe 80 baskets this time, so it's only $80. And then I find these, and it's only $80. And then in no time flat, I've spent $250,000 on only things that I didn't plan on doing. But they were so cute, and it's fun. I remember back in the days before the video doorbells, I would just run up to a house and drop the gift off and then run away really fast. And about, I don't know, a couple years ago, when the Ring doorbell started getting really popular, I started getting screenshots, text messages from my clients with a photo of me dropping a basket off. I was like, oh my gosh, so embarrassing. The other day I got one and I hadn't dropped them off. My sister had done them for me. So I just wrote back, I was like, I wish that was me because she's 14 years younger. That would be pretty awesome, but no. Not me. Okay, so pop buys. They're just a way to keep your name in your clients' memory banks right in front of them, so when they need a realtor or their friends need a realtor, they'll remember you, or whatever career you're in, that this would be an appropriate thing to do. It's just very exciting to come home or open your door and find a gift there. I try to keep them to about $5 per basket. This month I totally blew that. I think I'm up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 plus the stuffing and the filler and shred. So, and when I do 100 baskets in a month, that's $700, plus I pay my sister to deliver them, or I have to deliver them, which is several hours of my time. So it's an expensive endeavor. So I guess what I'm saying there is really put some thought into it, plan it out. I used to put a little handwritten note card in these too, but as the list has gone from 30 or 40 to 80, that's become a little bit harder to do, and I really would like to get back to the point where at least I put maybe a quarter sheet of I have a distraction of like a little, not a newsletter, but just like a little typed out thing. That would be nice. So yeah, I love doing pop buys. I think that they are kind of, I think that if I were to get a pop buy, I think it'd kind of be the highlight of my day, if not my week, because yeah, pretty boring I am. Do you guys do pop buys? Yeah. What do you do for them? Do you pet your cat a lot? Just pet Laura, pet her all day. This is this month's pop buy. I love them. them. I think they're fun. And let me know if you guys do pop buys and what you like to do. Do you have a budget you try to stick to? How do you decide what you're going to do this month? Is it monthly? Is it quarterly? I imagine people in some bigger geographic areas, it might be hard to drive around and drop these off. I live in a fairly smaller area, so it's not too hard. But I just love doing pop buys. I think they're far more effective than recipe postcards or things like that. I will do a video soon. I've saved one of each of the ones that I've done the last several months, so I will do a video with those. For example, my November one was Black Friday, and it was a $1 item. Just one $1 item with some twine and a little tag that I made tied onto it, and I mean, it was so super fun. In I think September, I did just a fall themed one, and I made up the most cheesy little mini poem to put on them, so we'll show you those. Those are pretty fun. And I like to keep one of each that I've done just to kind of remember them. So anyway, if you have any questions about pop buys or want to share what you're doing, drop a note below and let me know.